Welcome again to another episode of Between Two Trucks. I'm your host with the most, Barney, the roofing guy. Special guest again is Robert Bosley, our safety director. The guy that pretty much nobody likes because he's got to be there every day and pretty much getting on your backside of not doing proper safety techniques. We had talked in the first episode that, you've been doing this for quite a few years. And I actually got a couple things brought with me that brought it out of the archives. And since you're the safety director, and it's kind of scenarios that I'm trying to show people, if it's proper etiquette of roofing and what we do. One really caught my eye, and this is something that me and you did back in the day. Let's see if I can find it here. This is back when I first started, and me and Boz worked together in a crew, and like I said, it's just a scenario. But is this a proper safety situation? Now this could be me. I cut myself out for case any liability issues, but
it is absolutely not the right situation.
Well, that's you holding the ladder, and that's maybe me up there.
I'm pretty sure that's not me holding the ladder, but it does look similar.
Why is that?
I appreciate you bringing photos that are actually not.
Like I said, it's just scenarios to show people that, safety is important, correct?
It is important. Sometimes we have to get into situations that are a little spooky, but if we plan our safety into them, they work out right.
And it's changed over the years compared to me and you
Oh
when
my
we were
gosh.
back in the day
Absolutely.
working on the roof and walked that beam with no question, no tie it off, no nothing. Not like that anymore, is it?
Absolutely is not like that anymore. But you can factor safety into anything. I mean, if you read the statistics, 90% of all accidents are caused by people, not by the equipment or the situation.
Or the lack of using it.
Right. They don't hook their harness up. They don't use something that is available to them.
So the guys wear respirators. Why do they?
Why do they wear a respirator?
Because they fart because the guy drank beer the night before?
No, but that would have been good back in the day sometimes. No, the reason they wear respirators is because they're required with some of the chemicals that we use. The silica dust, we definitely need a respirator with it. Isocyanate, definitely need a respirator with it. The silica, silicone, people fight me on it all the time, but if they wear it for base coat, they'll wear it for top coat, and that's why we require it.
So what would happen if I'm out on a job site and I'm applying foam or coatings or granules and I wasn't wearing my proper PPE? What would you do?
Stop you, have you get it, because I know everybody is issued a respirator. If they don't have it, I have I've cleaned mine up and gave it to them for the day. I make sure I usually carry one or two extra with me, just in case I do go out there and the guys don't have them with me.
I've heard that a term OSHA before was sort of oh shit. What is it? Is that what it means?
I've heard that same thing. They're here again.
Explain
but no.
a little bit about OSHA. I mean, what do they have in conjunction with West Roofing System?
West Roofing System is building a safety culture. OSHA's requirements are the minimum that you're supposed to use for the safety culture. You build safety into every job. OSHA sets the requirements, the minimum requirements. Sometimes they're not quite far enough. But West Roofing and OSHA does a pretty good job of planning those in there.
That's kind of like the guys with the big rim hat to come chasing you down the highway.
The highway patrol?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to follow those rules too.
I got a couple other things I want to show you for certain safety situations. Got to make it a little interesting, but I don't like to be too funny about safety because I know how serious you are. But a little giggle here and there doesn't hurt.
No.
I know it was a last minute thing and a hurry up job, but the picture was taken far away, but it's a little blurry. Can you explain this one to me?
Yep.
One of our customers, the sign letter fell off. They were getting in a hurry, and for some reason your face is on that guy's body. Is that a true safety situation?
That would definitely not be a true safety situation. Shouldn't ever do that.
No?
No.
It sure looks like you, though.
It does.
You must be pretty strong to hold them up like that.
Well, it's not me. Like you said,
But like I
it was
said,
somebody
it's just a
else's body.
scenario that, we are serious about our
good.
safety. I I got one more for you. Now, you're always putting banners around the place about safety this, safety that,
Sure.
Corona 19, whatever, all these things that are going on, hard to keep track of it. Well, the other day, you'd had Fred, our warehouse manager, put up a sign for you. Well, you were nowhere near, and this is what I found him doing the other day. It's a little blurry because it was a faraway picture, but I don't see a ladder involved. Do you?
I don't see a ladder involved at all. He's stepping way too far. I'll have to talk to
Yeah,
Fred
he's
about
standing on the
that.
handrails trying to hang your sign for you that you wanted up that day, and that's where you wanted it.
We'd definitely write him up. We'd coach him up and get him not to act that way. Let him know how we want him to act.
So if he's unsupervised, we got to keep a better eye on him.
Well, obviously you're around with a camera, so
I just have him to walk in the door. Like, whoops,
you can
oh,
take
don't
care of
look
that
right.
for him. Right.
We better have sit him down and talk to him.
We'll do some coaching.
What other thing that you could say to conclude this show? Some of the good things that we have done for safety over the years compared to the older days, if
What?
you can remember that far back. You're getting up there.
I am getting up there. We both worked with this company for over 30 years, and we know, I think the company had 2 harnesses back when we started, and you never seen them. Nowadays, everyone in production has a harness. Our safety training was don't eat the caulk, them reading the SDSs.
Now you tell me.
Nowadays, it is pretty thorough to a point of the guys are crying to get out of there when they leave before we're done with safety. But we make sure they have them. We also have probably about 2/3 of our employees now have an OSHA 30-hour card. And we have another 30-hour card coming up this year. 30-hour.
What does that mean to the people outside of here? The
That
30
means
hours.
they have to sit through
Oh, you got a 30-hour
listening to
badge.
me
I mean,
for 30 hours on construction safety. I have a 502 card actually because I've had it renewed, and I can teach 30-hour OSHA. We at least want all our foremen to have them, but we're going to get, if we do the training this year, we'll probably be above 80% of our employees with a 30-hour card, and that is not heard of in this industry.
compliments to you to putting up with it, and I know it's a very stressful job, putting up with all these kids every single day and making sure that they do everything right.
It's not just kids. There's Fred. Hey, I seen that picture, Fred.
Hey Fred, how you doing, buddy? Alright. Sorry, I busted you. I'll have to sit down after this and get you written up. And
Which thing?
yeah, there's a couple of them. Well, that concludes today's episode of Safety with West Roofing Systems and Robert Bosley. And I appreciate you coming, and thank you for wasting my time.
Thank you.